Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Online Biology Tutorials. In this live of today, we will be reading the pronunciation of difficult spellings from this chapter. This is taken from class 10th NCERT Science, Chapter 5, Life Processes. I hope the screen is clear to everybody. So without further ado, let's begin with reading of the difficult words. So this word here is shouting. In case you feel that I have skipped any word, you can just text me in the chat and I will get back to you with that word. I don't think so in any paragraph. In this paragraph, any word is tough to pronounce. So if you come to this side of the page here, complexity, complexity. Then we have oxidizing, reducing reactions. Oxidizing, reducing reactions. So the reactions in which oxidation and reduction occurs, they are known as oxidizing, reducing reactions. We will have lot more words as we will come to this part. So here we have nutrition, nutrition, autotrophs, autotrophs. So autotrophs are those organisms which can prepare their own food by autotrophic nutrition. Biocatalysts, biocatalyst. So enzymes are known as biocatalysts because they speed up the rate of reaction. Heterotrophs, heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are those organisms that shows heterotrophic nutrition. This is fungi. Autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition. Then on the next page, there is a chemical reaction written for photosynthesis. So this is pronounced as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Absorption. Absorption. Splitting. Splitting. Then in this figure, we have lamina or leaf blade, which is the expanded part of the leaf. This is midrib, phloem, xylem. Together, they both are known as vascular bundle. Once again, midrib is the stout vein that passes on the center of the leaf. This midrib is composed of xylem and phloem. Together, they form the vascular bundle. Then we have small veins here. As we see the section of the leaf, we can see waxy cuticle. Waxy cuticle. Upper epidermis, upper epidermis, chloroplast, chloroplast, air spaces, air spaces, guard cell. Guard cell is one of the important component of stomata. Lower epidermis. So a leaf is bound by upper epidermis, lower epidermis. The cells that are in between are the cells that contain chloroplast. So this region in between is also known as mesophyll. Mesophyll, air spaces and guard cell. Let's see if you find here any word which is difficult to pronounce. This is intermediate. Intermediate. Next word, variegated. Variegated. So in case the chloroplast is not evenly distributed as in money plant, somewhere you feel that it has chloroplast and somewhere it is not there. So such type of leaves are known as variegated leaves. These are seen in money plant and crotons, already written. Alcohol. Alcohol. Remember, in this activity, alcohol was not directly heated. It was given a steam bath because alcohol is a flammable substance. If heated directly, it may catch fire. Iodine. Iodine. Next, let's see this diagram first. So these are the parts of stomata. You can first observe the guard cells, which are kidney shaped guard cells. Stomatal pore. Here in between, it is a stomatal pore. Then we have chloroplast. So this is open stomata. This is closed. This is open because of endoosmosis. This is closed because of exoosmosis. So guard cells, you can see the green structures are chloroplast and this yellow structure is the nucleus. So overall in a stomata, we can see guard cells, chloroplast, nucleus, stomatal pore, and the cells which are marked as green, these are subsidiary cells. Subsidiary cells. This word here is massive, means huge. Gaseous exchange means exchange of gases. As we scroll up, activity 5.2, the chemical that is mentioned here in the title, it is potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide. The chemical formula is KOH. KOH is a chemical, it takes in all the carbon dioxide, and if you know that carbon dioxide is being taken up by KOH, then plant will not be having CO2, and if the plant will not be having CO2, there will be no photosynthesis. Watch glass. This structure which is kept here in this bell jar, this structure you might have seen in lab also, this is watch glass. This jar in which the plant has been kept, this is resembling the shape of a bell. It is bell jar. Again, autotrophs are those organisms that shows autotrophic nutrition. Terrestrial. Terrestrial means all the plants that have the capability to live on land. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is an important macronutrient. This you have read in class 9th, that it is required by the plant in huge amount. So nitrogen is a basic component of proteins and proteins are made up of amino acids. So we are doing the difficult spellings of life processes chapter. In case you feel difficulty in pronunciation of any word, you can write it in the chat. Inorganic nitrates, nitrides. Inorganic nitrates, nitrides. Atmospheric nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen. Heterotropic nutrition, heterotropic nutrition. Availability, availability. Stationary, stationary. Mobile means movable. So deer is movable. Nutritive, nutritive apparatus, apparatus. This word is mushrooms, mushrooms. Next, single-celled organisms, single-celled organisms. If you are feeling difficulty in saying this word, this is cuscuta, cuscuta. In Hindi, it is also known as amarbel. Ticks, lice, leeches, and tapeworms. Once again, cuscuta, ticks, lice, leeches, and tapeworms. Next, amoeba. Amoeba. Finger-like extensions. Finger-like extensions. Vacuole. vacuole, paramecium, paramecium, unicellular, unicellular, cilia, cilia, nutrition, elementary canal, elementary canal. This image, which is showing the nutrition in amoeba, nucleus, food particle, pseudopodia, food vacuole, food particle. Nucleus, food particle, pseudopodia, food vacuole, food particle. Next page. Saliva, dilute iodine solution, dilute iodine solution. Starch. Next, texture, texture, crushing, crushing, salivary glands, salivary glands, secreted, secreted, biological catalyst, biological catalyst, saliva, saliva, salivary amylase, salivary amylase, muscular tongue, muscular tongue, rhythmically, rhythmically, peristaltic movements, peristaltic movements, oesophagus. Some people they pronounce like esophagus. So oesophagus, esophagus, both are correct. Thoroughly, thoroughly, gastric glands, gastric glands, hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid, pepsin, mucus, facilitates, pepsin, mucus, facilitates. In this diagram of human alimentary canal, mouth, buccal cavity, tongue, esophagus or oesophagus, both are correct. Diaphragm. Diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle that basically helps in respiration. Gallbladder. Gallbladder. Stores bile. Bile duct. Liver. Pancreas. Appendix. Anus. Large intestine. Colon. Colon is also the correct pronunciation, which is one of the part of large intestine. Small intestine. Stomach. So the difficult words are diaphragm, esophagus, appendix. Rest all words will definitely be easy for you. In case you are facing difficulty in any of the word, you can please write it in the chat and I'll get back to you. Acidity, acidity, sphincter, sphincter. So sphincter is a circular muscle that has ability to contract and relax. Alimentary canal has splinters or sphincters. Both the pronunciation are correct. Stomach, stomach, extensive coiling, fitted, fitted, cellulose, carnivores, carbohydrates, secretions, bile juice, alkaline, pancreatic enzymes, large globules, smaller globules, efficiency, enzyme, emulsifying, pancreas, pancreas, pancreatic juice, pancreatic juice. Trypsin, lipase, emulsified fats, emulsified fats. Intestine, intestinal juice, intestinal juice. Carbohydrates, carbohydrates. Numerous finger-like projections, numerous finger-like projections called villi, numerous finger-like projections called villi. Absorption, absorption. Villi, blood vessels, blood vessels. Unabsorbed, via the anus, means through anus, via the anus. Anal sphincter, anal sphincter means it is the passage through which excreta moves out of your body. Dental caries, dental caries. Animal, animal. Dentine, dentine. Softens, demineralizes, demineralizes. Plaque, plaque. Microorganisms, microorganisms. Pulp, inflammation, infection. Autotrophic nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition. Pichkari, syringe, pichkari, syringe. Exhaled, exhaled. Yeast, yeast. Cork, fermentation, fermentation. Life processes, diverse. Carbon dioxide, pathways. Pyruvate, ethanol. Carbon dioxide, yeast. Fermentation, anaerobic respiration. Yeast, fermentation, anaerobic respiration. Pyruvate, mitochondria. Pyruvate, oxygen, aerobic respiration. Pyruvate, cytoplasm, yeast, ethanol, carbon dioxide. Lactic acid, mitochondria. ATP, ATP is energy currency. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. Endothermic means requiring energy. Electrical energy, mechanical energy, nervous impulses. Intracellular, intracellular. Exchanged, exchanged. Diffusion, environmental. Photosynthesis, elimination. Terrestrial, terrestrial. Operculum, operculum. Gill slits, gill slits, aquatic, terrestrial, absorbed, absorbed, rings of cartilage, rings of cartilage, collapse, collapse, tobacco, cigar, cigarettes, beedies, hookah, gutka, smokeless, pulmonary, cancers, gutka, tobacco, nasal passage, mouth cavity, pharynx, larynx, bronchi, bronchioles, alveolar sac, diaphragm, ribs, lung, rings of cartilage, trachea, respiratory bronchioles, alveoli, nasal passage, mouth cavity, pharynx, larynx, bronchi, bronchioles, alveolar sac, diaphragm, ribs, lungs, rings of cartilage, trachea, respiratory bronchioles, alveoli. Lung cancer. Hair-like structures called cilia. Rest all the words are easy for you. Red blood corpuscles, respiratory pigments, diffusion, pressure, hemoglobin, affinity, corpuscles, diffusion, pressure, transportation, hemoglobin, veterinary, hemoglobin, pulmonary arteries, pulmonary veins, left atrium, left ventricle, septum, dividing wall, right ventricle, vena cava from lower body, right atrium, vena cava from upper body. So this is coming from the upper body. It is also known as superior vena cava. Aorta, aorta. Pulmonary arteries, pulmonary veins, left atrium, left ventricle, septum, right ventricle, vena cava, right atrium, and vena cava from upper part of the body. Ventricle relaxes, deoxygenated, valves, streams, efficient, temperature, amphibians, three-chambered hearts, environment, pulmonary artery to lungs, pulmonary vein from lungs, aorta, lung capillaries, capillaries in body organs apart from the lungs, blood pressure, ventricular systole, also known as contraction, systolic pressure, artery, relaxation or ventricular diastole, diastolic pressure, systolic pressure, 120 mm of Hg. Diastolic pressure is 80 mm of Hg. Sphygmomanometer, sphygmomanometer, constriction, arterioles, rupture, artery, internal bleeding. This can be spoken as sphygmomanometer. arteries, elastic, emerges, pressure, smaller, individual, exchange, capillaries, platelets, leakage, efficiency, pressure. Lymph, transportation, lymph, tissue fluid, plasma, colorless, lymph, drains, lymphatic capillaries, intercellular space, lymph vessels, intestine, transportation, chlorophyll, absorption, diffusion processes, relatively, operate, xylem, phloem, channels, interconnected, eliminate, difference, approximately, xylem vessels, evaporation, transpiration, processes, translocation, adjacent, companion, sieve tubes, sucrose, ATP, that stands for adenosine triphosphate, osmotic pressure, excretion, left renal artery, left kidney, left renal vein, aorta, left ureter, vena cava, urinary bladder, urethra. Initial filtrate, glucose, amino acids, salts, selectively reabsorbed, urinary bladder, expanded, urethra, urinate. Artificial kidney, hemodialysis, dialysis, semi-permeable, dialyzing fluid, nitrogenous waste, absorption, initial filtrate, 180 liters, remaining filtrate, kidney tubules, organ donation, donor, transplantation, surgically, recipient, liver, pancreas, lungs, intestine, bone marrow, excretion, raisins, gums, xylem. So with this, we are done with the difficult spellings of life processes chapter, right? So in case you are having difficulty in pronouncing any of the word, you can leave in the comment section and I'll get back with you. Thank you for connecting. See you in next video.